Alrighty, this was really an impromptu stream thingy. Qualifying. All Drivers Spirit. It's day 2 of qualifying. It's night time. We are on the way. Had some issues with the server, but we're on the way, and I think that's all I have to say. I'm trying to get the overlay to work properly, but it doesn't. So I missed something, but whatever. That's just how it is. Yeah. Let's try to do some driving then. Yeah. I hope that overlay shows up on the stream. Yeah. Alrighty. That was interesting. Let's try again then. No one saw that anyway. He pretends. Oh, the car is so slightly nervous. And that's a joint lag because I have forgotten to change the loading thing again for qualifying. Oh well. Eh. But I see on the timing that Luke is second fastest and Leonard third fastest at the moment, so the team is doing a good job, except for me at the moment. So, yep, go RTX. It's like Formula 1, trying to build a gap for the car ahead. not perfect. Not perfect at all. Could have been better, should have been better. So, yeah. And now I've gotten the chat up as well. Hello, Holger! And hello, Roy! And the tires are feeling shit. The car is shit. So, it's little to do. I'm also a bit frustrated that the overlay doesn't actually show my name and stuff bottom right. Ah, how boring. I'm actually gonna send Roy a snap of that to just keep complaining. And I'll do some setup changes and do another run. And by the way, Roy, if you are actually still watching, then feel free to share this in the convo and stuff, so others might be able to see it as well, as I plan to stream the other qualifying sessions, if possible. Okay, let's try with hard tires. Even though it's supposed to be more slippery, it somehow looks like they're actually sticking a bit better. Yep, that's it. This is risky. I don't like the car because it's sliding and then, yep. Okay, so the car is a lot more slidey. The question is if that's the tires or if it is the 1 degree change in the rear wing. It shouldn't be the rear wing. It shouldn't have that much of a difference, but yeah. Ooh. Okay, I wonder if Luca is on a hot lap. Okay, so now I'm losing any chance of a second lap for me. It's going to be a 1 lap last effort. Let's hope that Luca is on a hot lap. He is not on a hot lap. He is on a hot lap. Yeah, nice. Hopefully I got some extra speed. No! Oh well, it was worth a shot, even though I gave away my second chance for a lap. Or a chance for a second lap, I should say. I gave away that chance, but yeah. Worth a shot, worth a shot. I did a 3:47 something yesterday, so I'm not that far off. It's so weird. I thought I lost the car in the left-hander after Indianapolis, or maybe that's Indianapolis. But anyway, but I didn't because gripping it just doesn't make sense. I don't like it. Yeah, I fear that someone was going to join again when people are leaving and then rejoining, so I get the join lag. Yeah, well, it was worth a shot. I would have been faster if not for the join lag during the stint as well, but yeah, I was faster today than yesterday, so that is a positive. I guess that's almost the only positive, but it is a positive. So yeah, that's a good one. And now am I supposed to drive the next one? This sounds very planned. Does it? Does not? Does it? Doesn't it? Something like that. Grid 4. No. Okay, so I'm grid 2. All right then. Let's jump to a little pause screen, and I'll do some changes. This is yeah, strange. So okay, I do have a Logitech G29 as well. But yeah, no, I don't like this car at all. Yeah, it might be, right? It might be. Yeah, I'll like that. I'll jump to the post screen. This was so impromptu that I haven't planned anything, so I need to tell the guys on TeamSpeak that I am actually streaming, and that if I'm going to unmute the TeamSpeak, they will be on the stream. So let's give them a couple of seconds, should we? And there we are. Oh, we are not there. Oh, we are we're loading again. Yes, Roy. I'm only scheduled for 2 and 5. The thing is, Stig couldn't find any server, no matter what he did. So if he wasn't able to find any server, then I would just jump in to do this as well, just to have 3 cars. But no, it looks like I'll be sitting here for an hour or so and just watching and talking and being strange as always. And then I'll be doing some driving again with the Grade 2 cars, which I haven't touched since the last time we used them in a club race. So that's gonna be interesting. Ooh, and that's it. That's on stream. Ooh, that's good. I also wonder. I really wonder why I won't get. Oh, is it only on spectate mode? It shows up. No, it's not. Oh yeah, it is. Okay, so it only shows up in spectate mode, not when driving. Ah, okay. Today I learned. I can't be the only one who actually thinks Doberman. Woof woof. Here. Stig is on the server in the Corvette. And Crash is on the server in the Coffee BMW. Yeah, maybe I should. I'm actually seeing something here now, so let's do this. So we only get the actual in-game overlay and not the other overlay. Yeah, Paul Aaron has been a bit of a surprise, to be honest. The problem is it's impossible to know if Paul is driving extremely well, or if the team is actually doing a really good job this year, because his teammate is utterly shit. So yeah, that's kind of hard to actually know if he's doing a good job or not. In a way, can I click and jump? Yeah, I can. Okay, it's gonna be some light streaming here then. I probably should have changed from the race apartment logo as well, but this wasn't planned. We don't get the data though with the RPM in gear and stuff. I see. Let's see if I can do something funky with that. Yeah, this is better than because it's lacking some data. Goody. It's like Max in Red Bull. I'm not sure about that though. I mean, even Sergio Perez looks like a world beater compared to Cordil, but yeah. Oh, and I get the BMP error. So that means there's a Porsche somewhere in the field that isn't loaded incorrectly. There's quite a few small bugs with this. Let's see. Let's just go through it. People are joining, that's why it's lagging a bit. And another error. So there is a couple of cars that, yeah, that Porsche is an issue. I know that Crash also has an issue with that car. So that's not ideal. And this car doesn't load in at all. What happened here? Okay. Good, good, good. Let's just see if there's any more car that has an issue. No, no, no. Vroom vroom. Stig is on lap, out lap. Crash is on the out lap as well. Loaded in nicely, loaded in nicely. That's good. That's good. Sonier, it's good. Chacon, not good. And oh, the Tommaso has a different kind of camera view than the rest. Okay then, let's go back to the track. Hello, Luca. And do some fancies. I don't need the name over the car either. Oh! He jumped over the qualifying. Yeah, wonky the Tommaso, Leonard, that's true. There's lots of wonkiness here now. This might not be the best advertisement for this race. Ooh, that car actually looks really good. I mean, the BMW, yes, but the whole livery. Did I load in? No. That's going to be awful during the race if that happens. The Tommaso. People are leaving, people are joining. Okay, do we have any RTX out on the track? Well, Luca is going out on the track now in the Ferrari. Is that something? Yeah, so Ash, pronunciations, talking is hard. He is Mr. Leonard Grosel, who is driving for us in the race. He was third quickest in the Grid 5 qualifying now? Fourth? Third or fourth? He was quick. If nothing else. I wonder, do that... Yeah, I can have that one as well. Yeah, but I wasn't sure if it's actually meant to be an A or not. So basically, the way to pronounce your nickname, Leonard, is the Norwegian word for yuck. So that's nice, I guess. Yeah, I guess there is a little bug with the car manufacturer as well. Ford versus Ferrari or something. Yeah, if you go to Google Translate and type in Ash, though that is with J, so it's an A, S, and a J, but it's pronounced Ash, then yeah, that's yuck. Yeah. Do we have some fun? No, we do not have any funsies there. Is there enough? Okay, so I can't choose. Okay. Yeah, Pokemon train from Wish. Yeah, well, isn't that pronounced pretty much the same though? Ash Ketchum. So. I think it's quite noticeable that I haven't played around with the Alpha 2 broadcast overlay in quite a while. You have an extended battle. What does that mean? Ah, battle for first. Yeah, that's a nice one. Current speed. Does it show? No, it doesn't show. Okay. Great. Nice. I should try to not click on too many buttons because I know I did some testing. So I might hit a button and show some schedule for some race important thing that never happened. Oh! Someone has been disqualified. 22nd. Thomas Pong is disqualified. So that's not going to be great. I do get some lag sparks at times, I see. Oh well. Let's just... Okay, so... I'm sorry for all these things. But I'm just trying to see the things that I can do with the overlay thingy. Okay. Someone rejoined. I guess Pong changed the car or something. I didn't stay up for Rally Japan. I watched it live or whatever they would call it. Okay, so people are starting to put in some sector times. At the moment, Mikael is the fastest one in the first sector. Why did I go out to some kind of commentating stuff on this? I'm just supposed to be watching. I guess it is because the whole TeamSpeak went to mute. So I'm... Yeah, as I don't know, I'm allowed to speak. So I guess that's the reason why. And he might have been quickest on the first sector, but he won't be on pole on this lap. In the BMW. Still the fastest first sector of everyone. We don't have any RTX guys who have put in the first sector yet. Oh, we have. And Luca is now the fastest guy in the first sector. In the Ferrari, number 37. 35. Talking is hard, number is hard. And Stig has put in a first sector as well, second fastest of all. He is less than a tenth behind Luca. Luca 42.198 and Stig with a 42.277. And another fastest first sector has happened. And again, there's an RTX guy who's the fastest. This time it's crashing in BMW. So that means out of everyone who's put in times in the first sector so far, the three quickest ones are from race apartment or overtake. Yeah, no, that's true. Talking isn't the problem in the words, it's the problem on numbers or anything. Yeah, the mouth keeps babbling away. Oh, and Crash is going to do the same as Mikael. Almost. Yeah, Ash, Leonard, whatever. It does seem like Luca gets 50 extra horsepower every time he's in a Ferrari. So that works really well. Okay then. We have lost out a bit. Luca has put in a second sector in 102 seconds. It's a bit strange, this overview. That is 3 seconds behind Kevin Morwell in the Corvette, who it isn't correct that he has two purple sectors. It's only the middle sector that's purple. He was a second behind Luca on the first sector, but he's 3 seconds up on the second sector. It's not going to be a pole position time at the moment for Luca, and I can't actually remember the times from yesterday either, because the qualifying is over 2 days, and yeah, it doesn't matter if you're faster today if someone put in a faster time yesterday. I see that Kevin is in traffic, so it probably won't be an amazing time after all. I wonder who he is behind. Number 25. Is it Fred? Might be. Let's do a pass then. Okay, so how has Crash and Stig been going? Stig has apparently spun. He's done a really bad middle sector. And Crash is around Luca, so that's fine. Kevin seemingly lost out quite a bit on the last sector. Looks like not the quickest last sector, but the quickest time overall so far. Oh. I wish I could actually see the lag spikes and the reasons why. But I can't. Now I know why, because at the moment I'm not in rFactor 2. It's just running in the background while I'm opening up some other stuff. Okay then, as you can see, Crash is second fastest so far. Stig seemingly really did a mistake and is 24 seconds behind, and Luca has not put in a time. He probably went to repeat and is back out again. Again, it isn't completely correct with the purple sector time for Luca. But he is 3/10 behind the actual fastest one, and he is off, or like my work would say, off goes Luca. Something like that in the Ferrari. I work as what is it in English? That's a good question. So, at football stadiums where you can buy the food and drinks and snacks and everything like that, I run those food stalls at the National Football Stadium in Norway, and a local top flight club. So what I basically do is I hire people, I buy goods, and I get the goods and I get them out to the food stalls, and I decide who's going to work where and when, and do basically everything except actually working in the food stall myself, because I got people to do that. Food vendor, yes, but isn't food vendor just one place? I mean, I got 25 I call it kiosks, but yeah, food stalls, and put up 8 pop-up stands when it's full. So on Saturday, during the first set of races of the Le Mans Classic, I will be working at the National Cup final, and I'll have 206 people at work, in 25 food stalls and 8 pop-ups. So yeah, food vendor times 25, indeed, something like that. It's a bit of work at least, and it's fun, and I guess that's the most important thing. It is actually really fun. But yeah, Lucas on an outlap. Crash is not going faster. You know what? I actually do not understand the sector times at the bottom. Let's see if makes more sense if I do it in a driver box. No, it doesn't make sense. And it also lags a bit again. It's quite honestly a bit strange why it's starting to lag. Ooh, what club is that? Maybe I've heard of it on Football Manager, because I play a lot of Football Manager. While on that subject, Mr. Grussel, what's your local football club? Holy lag spikes. Okay, so Kevin Morwell has put in a really good time. Crash is a bit behind. Okay, so Crash is faster on the first sector. I have no idea. I actually do not know if the sectors are correct or not. Wehen Wiesbaden. Sorry, doesn't ring a bell in my mind, so I haven't seen a team in Football Manager. And the same with Holger Soccer Sporting. I have not seen that either. You know, I've been playing with both the German league and loads of the smaller European leagues. Like, I've downloaded some custom leagues and added in Estonia, Lithuania, Latvia. I mean, I even played in someone joined the server. Even played in the Andorra league and Liechtenstein. Not that Liechtenstein has much of a league. They do only have a cup. But yep. Back to racing though. How is Luca doing at the moment? He is still on outlap. So he is 4th league. Okay, so but that's okay. So you got Bundesliga and you got the Zwei Bundesliga. Then you got the Regionalliga or third league. It's a third Liga. So it's Drei Liga, and then it is the Regional thing in Germany. So the Regional league is not a part of Football Manager, or I mean, it exists, but you can't play it. So I guess that's why I haven't seen it. And yeah, 2nd tier in Estonia. Huh. I feel like I should have seen it then. Bloody hell. A bit back to racing again. Stig is on a lap, 2/10 behind, so that might be 2/10 behind the quickest time then in the first sector. Or maybe it's 2/10 behind Kevin. I don't know. What does the split say? The split says 42-0. Yeah, so that's not 2/10 behind Kevin, so it might be 2/10 behind the quickest overall, and it's not that either. Okay, then I have no idea what the numbers on the screen actually says. Eintracht Frankfurt. So didn't they win the Europa League a couple of years ago? Qualified to the Champions League. I think, wasn't that Eintracht Frankfurt? Yeah, it was. Must have been. Yeah, surely. The thing is, I don't really follow football much myself, I play Football Manager because I think that's fun. And every club or place where the company I work for, has the food stalls or stuff, then of course I'm paying a bit attention to the local clubs. Ooh, Stig is sideways. Just because the better club does it, the more people we can have at work, the more stuff we sell, the more people are coming to the matches, the more fun it is. Okay, so based on the split times there, sector times, 1.9 behind for Stig, then he should slot in at second at a 4:21 something, unless he makes something strange or a strange error towards the end. Well, our two shenanigans is quite easy to understand in the end, as long as you've done it before. Someone joined and Stig did a 4:22.1. So that was a fairly good time for Stig. Crash is still fourth, and Luca is currently on a lap. Let's just say it like that. He's on a lap at the moment. How is it that you, as an Estonian, has a Polish player as a? I know that it can kind of work with the team, but still, shouldn't you kind of be a fan of? Oh, the problem is I can't actually. Okay, maybe that's why I can't come up with any Estonian football players at the moment, because the only one I actually thought of retired many years ago. He played in Norway, so yeah. We did have a couple of Norwegians playing for Flora Tallinn quite a few years. That's a fun fact. And I'm just based on the Estonians. I'm sure you guys have someone on the national team called Tom. That's the last name. And Luca is fourth quickest, 4:24.9. So at the moment we do have an RTX driver in second, fourth, and fifth. I guess it's a good thing that I'm not driving this qualifying then. Ooh, that's on the limit, Luca. Seemingly not a cut track, so that's good. And a 41.4 on the first sector, and that is the quickest at the moment. It looks like it is the quickest of all. Kevin has a 41.4 as well, but that is 200s behind. It's a good one for Luca. And did Stig just put in a new personal best? It looks like it, or maybe the time screen is just a bit strange. Okay, let's see how this works now. The 1 versus 1 battle. No, it doesn't work. It only works with best lap time. Yep. So 10 Stig, and then like that. Okay. Yep. Good to know. Good to know what works and what doesn't work. Oh, so Kevin Morgan has put in a new best time. 4:17.7. He is quick. And Luca is sideways. And he's off. And that means he only gets one more shot at this. And he actually left the server as well. Probably too tired. I have no idea. I don't even know if he's doing the next qualifying session. Start and end with Oitanak. So, Mr. Grassel, what about Georg Lindemann or Robert Virves? Fun fact: Virvis's big brother sent me a message last year as I filmed some clips from a Norwegian rally, and he wanted the clips I filmed of Robert. And also, it was Eintracht Frankfurt that won the European League and qualified for Champions League in 2022. Football. Had a Norwegian player in the team. That's why I kind of remember it. Also, Mr. Ash, Tanak's co-driver. Yeah, Holger, both Linema and Virvis went to the opening round of the Norwegian Championship, or was it the second round of the Norwegian Championship in 2023? Regardless, it was a snow rally in my hometown a week or two before Rally Sweden. So Lindemann and Virvis went there to do an extended test session, I guess, doing the whole rally. So yeah, I do think, advertising on my own channel, I do think I have a couple of shorts up on my channel of Virvis and Lindemann til alle Elverum last year, and that is true, Leonard. I'm a bit embarrassed now that I actually forgot about Marco Martin. Yeah, Jurgensen, that's the junior WRC driver, is it not? Yeah, it is JWRC, not WRC3 but JWRC. Yeah, what a mess that is. Okay, back to racing. Kevin is putting in a new best first sector, and he is not making a better time in the second sector. And I also see that Stig has left the server, so it's only Crash left of the RTX guys. Alrighty. And he's crashed on a lap. He's on a lap, but he's 1.4 seconds behind and should probably just take it a bit cool. And he is not, but should probably just take it a bit cool to not overheat the tires and go all out on the last lap, because he still has an opportunity to do one more lap. And Stig is back on the server, but it's way too late, we can't do another lap, and Crash won't either because he crashed. That's not too practical. And did Morwood put in another best time? 17.70, I actually think so. And Crash is doing one more lap. He is actually trying for one more lap. So let's ride aboard with Kreshnik Halili for his last possible attempt in this qualifying session for Grid 4 in the ODS Le Mans Classic. And he probably got a cut track, and that was it. And he'd escape. So that's it for the RE people in this Grid 4 qualifying session. Not the worst qualifying, actually. I think most of the people had potential to do better, but we can't complain too much. It's been a good one so far. And so let's just have a short look. So it's going to be Grid 3 qualifying next. Luca is doing the Ferrari again that I did yesterday. We do think that Luca will be doing better than I did. And Leonard, who's been a part of the chat now, will be joining that qualifying session with a Ford GT40. And Stig will be taking over Roy's car from yesterday, the Lola Mark III, to try to put in a time with that one. But that is in a couple of minutes' time. At the moment, we are finishing off the qualifying. I mean, someone probably likes that as well. Who knows? Who the hell knows? I don't think I do. Yeah, the Brickhouse doesn't like slowing down. It's got a bit of power though. It goes fast in a straight line. So yeah, I do think the GT40 is easier to drive than the Ferrari. The Ferrari is very much sideways going. But who knows? Oh, Nvidia has released a new game-ready driver. I guess we should have a new driver in the team as well. Indeed. So now people are leaving the server and will be changing to the Grid 3 cars. So what to do in the meantime? I have no idea. No idea at all. Yeah, no problem, Holger. Like I said, I'm almost always surprised that you join in, because I know you're living up an hour in the future compared to what I am. So, but yeah, both me and Roy will be streaming over the weekend with the races of the Le Mans Classic. It's going to be 15 races of 60 minutes over a period of 24 hours. So that's going to be interesting and tiresome. Something like that. It's going to be a long weekend. That's for sure. And reloading the server. The Le Mans Classic. Yep. Oh, let's do a shortly break and jump into TeamSpeak. welcome back. It is now Grid 3 qualifying, which is one of the qualifyings I did yesterday in the Ferrari, and I did a 4:14 with the Ferrari. So the big question then is, well, it's not going to be a big question, but the question is if our dear Luca is able to go faster. If he is able to go faster, he will set the time that counts. Might actually be able to set the time that counts anyway, when I think of it. But yeah. Luca in the red Ferrari, the Italian who's of course always driving a Ferrari. Le Ferrari, something like that. It's quite a silent Ferrari, or a silent car to be a Ferrari. And Leonard in the Ford GT40, and I guess Stig is out there in the Lola. Yeah, oh, it was dark in the Lola. It's also somewhat confusing to see Stig driving a red Lola. Okay then, finally some split times are going to show up here. Stig is on a 42.1 in the Lola. The Lola is not going to be the fastest car at all, so basically the two cars that's going to fight for anything useful here is the Ford and the Ferrari. So it is Ford versus Ferrari in that sense. And if you're driving the Lola or the Chaparral, which is the last car on the grid, that will be the car that will cut off points for others. Oh, someone joined. Someone got disqualified. It was a little lag. So the race on Saturday, and so 2 people are disqualified. What's going on? So for the races, the 15 races over the 24 hours on Saturday and Sunday, the top 2 cars in each team will score points. So in this grid at the moment we do have Luca, Stig and Leonard. Leonard, who is first. No one has put in the time, but he is first. Those 3 are driving. The top 2 of those will score points. The third guy will not score points for a team. However, in the very unlikely scenario that a team actually scores a 1, 2, 3, then the team will get the points for first and second, and no one will get points for third, which means that the third place car in the team is always locking out point scoring positions for others. In this grid, that will be either the Lola or the Chaparral, depending on what people like to drive. The Ford and Ferrari are by far the fastest cars. Then someone joined. Pong joined. Got a little bit of a join lag at the moment. At that moment. So that Stig was being passed for a guy ahead. I don't think it's possible for me to actually see what it is. No, I can by looking at the track map, but I'm not going to. The fastest one so far is okay. So Luca is by far the fastest one on the first sector, but the fastest second sector by anyone at the moment is Leonard Grösel in our team. So let's jump to him then. It's a bit further behind. Oh, join lag. A bit further behind on the track, but he's doing really well. Of course, the advantage with the GT40 is that he will be fast in a straight line and will struggle in corners like this, as you can quite clearly see. It's going sideways. It's going really sideways for Leonard. Kevin Morwell fastest 0.8, and Stig has put in a time of 4:19 something. Leonard is crossing the start finish line and puts in a time of 4:12.559, the quickest so far. That's a good time for Leonard. I'm honestly not sure if it's good enough for pole position at the moment, but it is a good time. The reason why I'm not sure if it's good enough for pole position is there was a qualifying yesterday as well, and it's the fastest time of those 2 sessions that actually counts. Luca is passing the start finish line and with a 4:12.698, he's second quickest at the moment, which is good. And with a 4:12, that's also faster than I did yesterday, so my Ferrari time from yesterday does not count anymore, because Luca has been the faster Ferrari, which is great. I mean, it sounds a bit sarcastic, but it is actually great to see that Luca bettered my time, which is a good thing for the race. Let's jump into the live timing thingy then, which I can't actually get overlaid onto the stream, but that's how life is. and let's do a little looky. Competitions, Grid 3 qualifying. So the pole time at the moment is a 4:12.149, and Kevin Morwell did at 4:12.251 yesterday, so he's still second quickest, and Leonard is third quickest, and Luca is fourth quickest of everyone, which means that we at the moment have third and fourth on the grid. And then Roy with a 4:18.2 is going to be 14th quickest overall, and that might be 14th on the grid as well. Just have to do a really quick look to see if there anyone has done a double. Doesn't look like it. So 4:18.210 for Roy yesterday is so far the 14th quickest time. I do think that is the time. What time does Stig have? Is that possible to see? Oh, it should be driver box. Oh, it does struggle a bit when I'm changing the overlay. 6.7 behind the leader, so yeah, that's a 4:19. Oh, it's really bad now. There. Stig is in the personal best. So yeah, 4:18 to beat Roy, or 4:18.210 to beat Stig, but that's just to be the third quickest of the RTX team. He needs to go faster than a 4:17.8 to actually manage to gain a position. And I just realized that GR.B, who is fifth in this qualifying session, had a 4:17.871 yesterday, 1/1000th of a second behind, ahead of Team Sovic in 13th. Anyway, let's see what Stig is able to do in the Lola. It is sideways, really goes sideways. Starting and crosses the line, doing 4:18.115, and he is slightly better than Roy was yesterday, but not good enough to gain any positions for a team. So progress, but not substantial, or something like that. Kevin Morwell has put in a 4:11.915, and that is the new fastest time of the grid and the current pole position time. Congrats. Yeah, maybe it should be possible, but he is only a tenth ahead of you, so it's not that much, to be quite honest. Lucas in the pit, Stig's on the track, Leonard is on the track. I'm not sure if Leonard is on a better lap or not. He is not on a better lap. It is green though. No, it's not green. So I wonder. Has he fueled the car enough to do a couple more laps, or should he just go to the pits and leave it with that? He should probably just go to the pits. No one is behind him in the French countryside. I was about to say no one is ahead of him either, but there is a car up ahead. It does feel like the level of competition has gone up a tiny step from last year again. And now, Leonard, now you're overheating the red tires. So it says that it has the fastest middle sector on the screen, but on the live timing it doesn't say he has the fastest sector. So that's interesting, because if he is 8/10 up on himself, then that is a possible new pole time. It shouldn't be, based on the actual live timing. And locking up the right wheel and going wide. This can't be a new personal best for Leonard. It's just not possible. No, it's not going to be a new personal best for Leonard, because then he jumped to the pits. Okay. Luca on an outlap, and Stig is on a hot lap and a possible new personal best again. So just to remind myself then, he needs to be faster than a 4:17.872 to be able to gain a position on the grid, by the looks of it. Like I said, it's not the time in this session, or position in this session, that's the main thing. It is a combination of yesterday's qualifying session and today's session. Let's see them. 4:17.8 is the time to beat. This certainly looks like it can be an improvement. A bit hairy on the exit, and a 4:17 nothing. So it was a cut track warning at the end, or earlier, I don't know. Considering the Stig is continuing, it must have been track limit thing earlier on the lap, because if he got a track limit on the very last corner, this lap is also waste, and it would probably be more useful to go into the pits and restart it. And I see the Kevin Morgan has put in yet another best time, 4:11.457. That's a really good time. Yeah, I know Stig did have a cat track or 5 yesterday, or track limit or 5 yesterday as well. I wonder if I should kind of open up the side of my computer. It's not cold at the moment. My poor little PC. Okay, let's do a little jump around in the field now. I mean, it is interesting to look at my team, but let's see. Kevin Morris is on an outlap, so he's done some really fast laps, gone to the pits, probably got on a new set of tires, enough fuel to do some more laps. And Leonard is also on an outlap. Lucas started a new hot lap. He's 3/10 behind Kevin, but he's on a personal best, according to the graphics. Not necessarily according to the live timing, but let's go with it. Nicolas Merle is on the outlap. He's starting a new hot lap pretty darn soon. 3 Ferraris so far, and then the next Ford GT40. Kevin Goya also on the outlap, so it looks like almost everyone at the top has gone into the pits, fueled up the car a little bit and changed tires, and are back at it for a last effort for the last couple of laps. GMI also on the Ferrari on the outlap. Ooh, he got a Ferrari. Yep, he did a Ferrari yesterday as well. Doan is on a hot lap in the Ford GT40, just passing a couple of guys. And behind him is Spyro, also on a hot lap. Not teammates, so this might actually be interesting. Not teammates ahead either, I think, so quite interesting to see that one. Arnold Plume is on an outlap. Stig is on a hot lap again, but I don't have a single split time. Oh, possibly because of track limits. So then it was the last chicane that seemed to be the reason why we didn't get a time last lap. And probably won't get a time this time either. So yeah. Mikhail Neveu in the Fittipaldi Lola is on a hot lap, not looking like he's gonna better his own time or his own time, even though 4.6 seconds behind the leader is theoretically good enough. Heatcan on an outlap in the Lola, in the Gr.B on a hot lap in the Lola. Then there is the first chaparral with Ben-Hur, but as in it is an outlap, it's not that interesting. Rhino in the GT40 is out on his hot lap again. A couple of wheels on the grass, and let's see the first split then. 40 track limits. Okay. Lulu 1/10 behind. Is that actually 1/10 behind the quickest time? Yep, it is. So he's 16th at the moment, 17.4 seconds behind Kevin Morwell. Lulu did not put in a time yesterday. I have no idea what team he's driving for, but yeah, he did not put in a time yesterday. So this is an actually new time. So let's ride along with Lulu. Oh, let's just jump to the last one with who is actually have put in a time so far, and that is Bruno Chacon. He's in the pits in the chaparral. Cedric is on a hot lap in the Lola. Enofra in the Ferrari is on a hot lap. He's not put in a time yet. Scar, also in the Ferrari, is on a hot lap. He has not put in a lap time yet. Thomas, hot lap with the GT40. Not put in a lap time yet either. Also quite respectable first sector. Then Yannick is putting in his first time of the day. He is not, because that was track limits. Yeah. The track limits are catching up a few guys out, it looks like. Let's see what the second sector for Thomas can be then for his first lap of the day, or the first lap of the grid that counts, hopefully. 10th behind. Okay, so that's a 10th behind Morwell. Should be. It is likely to be that. And Thomas did not do qualifying yesterday either, so that is another one who is actually doing this for actual position at the moment. It's good. Lulu put a new one behind his own personal best, but it's just 9/10 behind Kevin Morwell at the second sector. I assume, I mean, we'll find out, but it looks like that is the case. So it's actually going to be interesting to see how it is. Leonard on a hot lap. He is fastest in the second sector and is 6/10 up on Kevin Morwell. The thing is, the Ford GT40 is not the best car to have around the last sector, even though it goes sideways and laying down some really fat strips in the tarmac. Lines of the rubber. Into the last couple of chicanes. Climbing the curbs really well. A bit jumpy on the exit of the second last chicane. And a bit jumpy on the last one. But a good exit. And a 4:11.177 pole position at the moment for Leonard Grussel for RDX. That's a good time. That's a really good time. And of course I'm completely neutral because he's my teammate. Kevin is on a hot lap now, but he had a poor second sector, so that will be hard to beat. Lulu put in the time and is 6th quickest. and he's not going to better that. Thomas is coming towards the finish line, and a 4:15.7 for Thomas, which is 2 seconds behind Lulu, which means he did a 4:13. Okay, a 4:13, which is 6th fastest on the qual session today. That is actually quicker than everyone except the top 3 yesterday. So that is a great time. Stig also put in a time. I have no idea what it is. 5.5 seconds behind Leonard. So that is a 4:16.7 for Stig. Climbing ahead of Timon Sovic, Mikael Neve, and Arnold Plume, by the looks of it. So that's a top 10 place, and then we have Lulu and also JMI, who has bettered their times. So, and Pong as well. So that means that Stig is 13th at the moment overall. This is complicated now, but I do think Stig is 13th. So that means with a 4:12.5.6 for Luca, he is 4th quickest, and Leonard is quickest. Kevin Morville has given up. So it looks like Race Department or Overtake has the first slot on grid, pole position, 4th and 13th, possibly 14th now on the grid for grid 3 over the weekend. Whew, complicated. Especially when I didn't plan to stream at all, so yeah. If I'd been prepared, I probably would have known a bit better about who's where and when. 1.5 minutes left of qualifying. Do we have something fun happening? Leonard is a second behind his own best and is wide and has given up, but I don't think anyone will beat him, so that's a pole position. Luca is on a hot lap. I mean, theoretically Luca can beat him, but I think it's unlikely. Mel, Goya and Lulu is in the pits. Jemai has just started his last attempt on a hot lap. Arnaud Plume is on his way on a hot lap. Spyro is in the pits. Thomas Pong is... Okay, so it's green and 2 tenths behind. I still don't know if that is his personal best, but he's 2 tenths behind his own best time. Must be that. It can't be behind... Leonard in pole position. At least that would make sense. But who knows? Does it make sense with the driver books? No, it doesn't. There we can see a bit more how people are actually working with the throttle and brake. And Mr. Moore will rejoin the server for some reason. Ooh, that was an early gearing for Thomas, and he crosses the line and bettered his time. But because I didn't use the qualifying box, I didn't actually get to see the time. Sorry for that. 3.3 seconds behind, so that's a 4:14.5. It will be. And 4:14.5, that is quicker than everyone except the top 3 yesterday. So it's been a really quick second day for the grid 3 field. I mean, I was 4th quickest out of everyone yesterday, and my time would not have been fast enough to be within the top 10 today. Hopefully that is mostly due to colder weather, because the cars are sliding around. Hello Gr.B. Yeah, it is the Le Mans Classic that this is based on, and they're driving way too quick. I mean, this is actually going to sound a bit bad, I guess, but we do have some proper ones. That's actually driving, let's call it like you should with these cars. And yeah, it is really cool. It is a cool event. It's I like the fact that we are doing 15 races in 24 hours and different grids. I still don't like the fact that we have 2 grids set in the 60s and no grid in the 80s. Now that we have a 90s grid, it would have been fine to have 150s, 160s, 170s, 180s and 190s grid. And I'm not saying that just because I was very good in the 80s cars last year. But I mean, it might be a bit of a reason. He said. Yeah, it looks like Ben-Hur is actually going to potentially better his time as well. It's impossible to know how good or bad the time is compared to the rest when half the grid has left the server, prepping for the grid 2 qualifying, which I will be doing in just a few moments time, a few minutes time. Then there's going to be a lot less graphics on the screen, or TV graphics at least, and it's only going to be my car. And yeah, water's good. So he has a 4:28. That's the best time so far today, and crosses line in a 4:27.2. New best of the day for Ben-Hur, but is that better than what he had yesterday? That is of course better than yesterday, because he didn't do a time yesterday. Okay then, let's jump out and do a little break screen, because I need to do a break screen when joining, so that's fine. I will be driving a Chevy Corvette in the Gr.B 2 qualifying, which is the early 60s grid. So that's a car been given today. I haven't driven it for ages. It's gonna be that one. Interesting enough. But yeah, let's do a break screen and we will be back in a couple of minutes time. Congrats, Leonard. So I'm not a good commentator, Leonard, but I might have gone a bit overboard when you got the ball down. Yeah, I try to not be too much of yes, it's us, it's our team, but yeah, it was. And there we are. Back again. Except there is no... There. Might be some kind of overlay. Maybe. Maybe not. Bloody hell. I had to restart the game, so obviously that might be an issue. Yes, it is. Let's refresh this then. Do it like that. Or maybe not. I was gonna let people join the server before I jump on it. Thank you, Leonard. I'm gonna need it. Seemingly, I'm actually gonna need more good luck with getting the the overlay to work again. There we go. Okay, so Gr.B, this is 5 specific mod packs. Which is, I guess, the best way to say it. Because it's true. It is 5 different mods. And then we do racing with those. They removed the Group 80s Group C stuff, early Group C, which I really liked, but other than that, it's... yeah. So we are doing... oh, yep. See you, Roy. Have a good one. Thanks for showing up. Thanks for chatting. Yeah, they've also done some changes to the existing mods to make it a bit more competitive and equal and stuff. Yeah. Let's just see. I think we had a little thingy. I need to. There. I assume. We got the banner, we got everything ready to do some driving. Oh, I need to remember this car is easy to plug the engine in. So Gr.B, what we're doing is, well, this is grid 2. For the weekend we will start at 1 o'clock French time, I think, with the first Grid 1 race. It will take approximately 1 hour, and then there's a short break to reload the server and do stuff, and then we'll do approximately 1 hour of the Grid 2 race. And we'll do that 5 times, so Grid 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then there will be a dinner break for a bit over an hour or something. And then we will do everything again. 5 more races. 1 race each grid. And then we'll have a breakfast sleep break of 2.5 hours in the morning, around 5 o'clock in the morning, French time. 6 o'clock maybe. And then we will do it all again. 1 race each grid, and then we will finish around 1 o'clock Sunday afternoon, I guess it is in English. Top 2 drivers of each team score points. The 3rd driver in the team on a grid locks out points for others. It's a maximum of 3 drivers per team on a grid in a race, and no driver in the same team can use the same car. So yeah, that way there will be a lot of different cars on the track at the same time. I think that's the basic of it. It will be a day-night cycle as well, so the night races will be at night time and so on, and it's going to be real weather. So if it's raining in Le Mans in real life, then we will have rain on the server as well. We had that last year, when I started the race in the Group C cars on the wets, and it dried up, so we changed to dry. I speeded in the pits, got a drive-through penalty, took the drive-through penalty, and somehow still managed to win the race. And that's it. And yes, Ash, I don't actually quite know where Gr.B came from. It might have been Sim Rally Masters, but I must admit, I don't think I saw him comment on stuff before I did. It was either Sports Car GT or V Rally 3. Can't actually remember. I still have some V Rally 3 left to stream. Football season is very soon over, so I'll do that. Yeah, rally drivers do well in the rain. Also, in real life, I was a rain master in karting. 66% of all the podiums I've ever gotten in real life has been in the rain. So, yeah. I don't think so, Leonard. I can't say I remember seeing it this year. Don't actually remember if the multiplayer was there last year either. It's possible to see on the scores though. I haven't done SRM since early due to work and stuff. I think I've done the first 2 or 3 rounds. And the last one I did was the 3 rallies, separate 3 days, separate 3 legs, separate rallies. Yeah, the 3 Samurais, I think it was called. I did 2 of them, and it's the last time I had time to do it. Anyway, I should probably concentrate, and I probably should have had some longer gearing as well, but let's do a couple of laps then before changing the setup. I spent, I probably think, 25 hours before the season to make a really cool livery for the Peugeot 106 that I'm using. I'm so happy with the livery, it's so awesome, and I haven't used it much. Yeah, need the space. I haven't updated the last one, so yeah. Sounds like you finished your third one, Scooby. And Leonard sounds like me and Roy. Oh, Roy is a bit more planning. Sounds like me. I also noticed I probably should, instead of streaming every qualifying session, I should have practiced a bit with this car. Going from the Grid 5 Porsche GT1 to this one is a difference. That does sound like Leonard. Scooby, he is quite fast, often without practice. Oh, that's an awful stage. I hate being. Leonard, do you bother just jumping onto the live timing thing on ODS and like finding out the mid-pack speed with the Corvette or something, what I should aim for to not be too unhappy? Well, I do have 11 minutes, so no worries. Okay, so 54 I should easily do. And the question is if I'm able to go faster than the RTX from yesterday, or if I'm just qualifying for no reason. No! Not good. Ooh, is this one of those cars? So I need to go... Oh, 219. Okay, so 331. Good. 80, 4180. Oh, that's... Yep, well, let's try. Let's bloody well try. 6, 12, 18. Looks, yeah, it is a bit slidey. It's also a bit me, to be honest. Also, it's completely default setup. Oh, I should be a bit faster. Okay. Also, it probably doesn't help that I haven't been driving these cars in a month or so in the club, and I was using Bizzarini at that time. Doesn't matter. How many laps? 5 laps. Yeah, can set times. Yeah, well, the thing is that except for the Merc and the Bizzarini, most of the cars are quite equal, to be honest. The Mustang is way too quick, but yeah. What you actually need to be careful about, Leonard, if you end up racing in the Grid 2, is how easy it is to blow an engine. I don't have count of the times we have had to restart our club race due to people blowing up an engine in the grid. Gr.B, we can choose. The thing is, we have a team boss who is, as we can't drive the same cars, we have 3 drivers who's doing every qualifying session or race, but they can't be driving the same car. We're trying to figure out who to get the fastest guy in the fastest car. But also what cars are people able to drive, that thing. And both me and Leonard is a bit the same way, I think, in the fact that we don't really care about what car we're driving. We just drive what we're told to be driving and then deal with it. So yeah, like I'm not going to drive the Mustang because the team boss and another driver called Crash is probably going to be driving that car in all the races. And Luca is our Italian guy, so he is driving the Ferraris and so on. So yeah. It might be a bit like Grade 1. I remember people blowing the engine in this race on Grade 1 last year. Okay, I'm gonna end up in traffic behind that Austin Healey if I'm not letting me go a bit. As long as I hit the start finish line with around 5 minutes left, it's fine. So I can get 2 hot laps in. And as people are starting to join for Grid 1, then towards the end, then I get these join lags and all laps are done. Also, slipstream is really good with these cars. So in the race, I have a feeling that it's going to be a slipstream event, and if you lose the slipstream, then you're lost. We did a club race on the old 60s Spa with these cars, and the moment someone lost the draft, it was game over. again in the same corner. Not good. Not good at all.
Track limits. Also beat the exit there, but better than not getting a lap. Yeah, 449. Not amazing, but it could have been worse. Yeah, I'm not that unhappy. I probably should be, but I'm not. Also, isn't this a bloody Bizzarini? How the heck is he able to drive that car as fast? Who? Oh well, 449. 449. That would put me right behind the Roy. Okay, so the qualifying didn't count for anything. Oh well, that's it. Grid 1 qualifying then. I'll go back to the live stream way. So be right back. That was the wrong button. And there we are. Last qualifying of tonight. Currently riding with Crash. Or riding, kind of sitting in the pits with Crash. In his jeans and flat shoes. He's shaking a bit though. There's a whole lot of shaking going on. Guess he's a bit nervous for qualifying. Like I wrote, I will be heading off to I need some. Yeah, I know. Well, I have bought like 40 tracks or something, but they are all 2 or 3 minutes. So that's just how it is. Also, you know what? Let's do a little clicky. That's more like it. So, Crash is driving, Stig is driving as well in the Gordini, and Leonard is also driving. Scuderia Guastalla. That's it. Oh yeah, of course it's 2 timing towers. Look, sorry, I forgot about that. It is boink. So when I drive myself, I have to use, for some reason, I have to use the OBS overlay. But the moment I jump into spectate mode, then I don't have to use the OBS overlay anymore because I got the in-game overlay. So that's something. Yeah, I guess you could playlist them. But usually I don't have much breaks in my streams. So yeah, I needed it. Maybe I should do it because I haven't decided what to do this weekend. If I'm going to do it like this, just stream it for a long time, or do like I already did last year with stream one race, stop the stream, start a new stream with a new race, and so on. It's easier to organize single streams. The one long stream is it's easier stream wise. You know, I might fall asleep and let the stream go forever. Yeah, I guess so too. So the ODS who hosts the event, they have been working a bit on some of the mods, like the Gr.B mod that we're not using at the moment. They were the ones who I think converted it over to rFactor 2 and got them up to spec with rain stuff. The Grid 2 that I was driving, they helped out with the rain stuff, with those mods as well, with wipers and so on. But yeah, they usually take mods from other places and uses them. I don't know where, like the 90s Grid. I know that the Toyota GT1 is an Apex modding car. I assume the Mercedes CLK is the same. But where the Panos GTR1 comes from and the Nissan and stuff, I have no idea. I'm not sure I want to know either. They are quite subpar quality though, sadly, both physics-wise and looks. Not these ones, but the 90s cars. The non-Apex modding cars does not look very good. We also had the opportunity to make our own liveries, but I guess we all forgot it. I know that me and Roy did have a short little chat about it. Maybe we should just make some race department liveries, call them like RD1, 2, 3 for every grid. Yeah, they usually do. They don't edit stuff without permission, as far as I know. Well, ODS, as far as I know, do not just edit stuff without permission. They usually get the permission to use the mod and to do changes. But then again, like I said, the 90s thing, which is Storm Gang simulations, I have no idea where things are coming from in that mod. So yeah, it's not great. First thing, I can't actually remember how these cars drive. I don't think I've maybe raced one race last year with them when someone else couldn't, or maybe someone else was asleep. But yeah. Let's do an onboard with Leonard while I have to find something to eat, so I'll be right back or something like that. Yeah. Leonard Grussel, ride along. And there we are back. I see that I picked the wrong RTX car to follow. And I also see that Kevin Morville has put in a blinder of a lap to put in pole position so far. Yeah, Gr.B, I have had the same thoughts about quite a few of the SGS mods. This is the first time I've actually been able to test an SGS mod. And if the 98 one is any indication of the quality they put in, then I might not actually be sorry for those mods not being public, because I highly doubt that the cars were driving like they are. Yeah, I've been qualifying the Grid 5 for 2 days now, and I still don't understand the cars. I don't understand the tires. I don't understand anything. Oh, it just doesn't make sense. I'm sad to say, but I think the mod is poor. It's not a good mod at all. Anyway, 510.6 as Ken Morville has put in is only the third fastest time overall. His fastest time yesterday was 5:08.1, and Jean-Christophe Fournier was the fastest with a 5:07.3. Then we had Stig on 5:09.3, which is the third fastest. He's still the third fastest. And Krish with 5:11.8, which is better that time, the 5:11.0. So still the fourth fastest then. Stig is third and Krish is fourth overall, even though they are second and third on the server at the moment. Leonard had a 5:14.5 yesterday and has put in a 5:16 now, 5:17. So he probably needs to get going again to get a good lap time again. Let's see, Gr.B. Yeah, the transom were not bad. I can't remember why we didn't use them much in the racing club at Overtake. Might just be that people weren't interested in those cars. Also, I did make myself some food. Scrambled eggs and some cured meat. Yummy yummy for my tummy. So Leonard is trying to keep up with Mr. Kevin Morville. That's interesting. That's surely track limits for Leonard. Okay, so Leonard hasn't given up, and with the time left, he can do one more lap. I'm surprised that he's... Oh, and Stig puts in a 410.0, and I didn't see it, because I don't have the live timing up. He's behind on the current lap, so that's not too interesting to see. Crash have cut the track limit somewhere, so it doesn't count. Kevin Morville is a second behind, so that's not going to be a new best time for him. Arnaud is on an outlap, trying to get around in time to do one more shot at it. Spyro is finished, same is Bendorp. Ben-Hur is on his second to last lap. Lulu just put in the 7th fastest time, the 5:17.1. But yeah, Leonard gave up on his lap. He might have given up on concentration, it looks like, as well. Crash is coming up close to him, so this is interesting. So, do Leonard plan to give Crash a proper draft? Because Leonard has given up on getting a better position. Seemingly not, because Crash is slowing down to make some room ahead of him. This is strange. This is actually quite strange. And then Leonard is somehow trying to do the last one, and Morville has put in a 5:09.7. Leonard is trying to do one more lap, so that's fair, and Crash is as well. Interesting. Stig is 1.1 second ahead on this lap, which will possibly be his last one. No, it's his second last one. That's going to be interesting. Thanks, Scoob. We will need it, I think, especially me and Roy. We haven't had too much practice. Both have had some work and stuff happening. I know that Roy was in the funeral today, at the funeral. And I have a lot of work. So I have to skip the first 5 races of the weekend due to work. But yeah, thanks for showing up again. It's been a while. It's been a while since I've been streaming anything properly as well, though. So yeah. See you later, I hope. Strange way to take down the corner for Stig. Braking on the inside and staying on the inside. I'm not sure if... It's kind of hard to see with these cars if they are going flat out or not. The Stig is taking some weird lines. I have no idea if this is just prepping for the last attempt or what's going on. Leonard had a quite good first sector for an RD driver at least. Stig must have given up on the lap. No, probably not. Too eager on the throttle towards the end, and a 4:09.8. Missed out due to the last sector once again. I say once again because yesterday he was 2 seconds off the pace in the last sector. Well, 5:09.7. The question is, can he manage to do a better lap from the last attempt? It is a possibility. You never know. Arnaud Plume has also put in a really good time for 12.1. Crash is having his personal best so far. Leonard is catching traffic. He is catching Scar, which is one of the cars, the only car without a time at the moment. The question is, if Leonard are able to get some slipstream, if he can't pass him, this would be interesting, but also almost a bit scary to watch. Let's jump to Crash behind. He is half a second behind Kevin Morwell with the best time so far. So he looks to be going really good. And then Arnaud left, which makes it a bit hard to see the times. But yeah, and Leonard has not been able to pass Scar and will probably not be able to better his time very much due to this traffic. And Crash is still doing fine. Leonard is a bit frustrated, looks like, with the driving. Stieg 1.8 behind the first sector. I mean, never give up, but I think it's time to give up, Stieg. And Kevin is putting in another best lap. Where is Leonard in comparison? Okay, so Kevin Morwell is ahead on the road. Let's try to finish this off like a Formula 1 qualifying then. So. It's really working the throttle. Is it possible to just jump to the driver box? See, he's throttling. No. There. When Kevin Morwell is coming towards the finish line. Oh, the stream is struggling with that car data bit. And did not improve his time, and time's up, so that's it for qualifying for Mr. Kevin Morwell. Leonard did manage to pass Scar. It says it's an outlap here, so then I guess there won't be a time after all. No. Cut track, probably. Crash is crossing line at 5:11.8, better his time. But, oh yeah, that is 3/10 ahead of Arnaud Prudhomme as well. So that means that RTX is 3rd and 4th on the grid. And I don't know where Leonard is. And Stieg has given up on his lap. So that means it's only Ben-Hur left to set a lap time. His personal best is a 5:19.75. He's able to go 2/10 quicker to pass Ben Dorp. Who knows? Let's make this laggy again. With the speed, throttle and brakes. It is kind of funny how it lags this much with the data on screen. And crosses the line, goes a second quicker, and it's a 5:18.73 for Ben-Hur. And that was the last time of qualifying, and that concludes the qualifying as well. I'm happy that I'm not organizing this, so I don't have to think about who is where and combining the times and everything like that. Because they need to put the 2 days together, the Wednesday and Thursday qualifying, and then remove the times set by the same drivers and same cars and so on. And if teams had different drivers on different days, they need to take the best times here and there and everywhere. Anyway, thanks for watching, and until next time, goodbye.